Stephen Michael Quinn Jr. I am an actor, model, and now starting a band called Trophy Boy Poems.
You walked in with that notebook. Tell me a little bit about that.
This notebook is actually started about a year ago, and I was going through stuff, and I just started hearing these songs in my head, and I had this notebook, and I was living alone at the time, and I just started writing down songs. I thought they were pretty good. Then I started singing. A lot similar to, punk, new punk, stuff like that. That's usually what I listen to. I'm a big fan of Blink-182, Machine Gun Kelly, and all that new punk that's rising right now. So I just kept writing these songs, and I put it out there. I did a rocker shoot and started practicing the guitar, and then I met my friend Connor, and we started writing these more songs together, putting guitar to it, started rehearsing, and it's been growing ever since. Got my first song coming out. It's called LA, and it should be out this summer. Modeling, 100%. Same thing, similar to this. It all sparked from a bad moment. So I was living in Valdosta at the time. I was a bartender. I really didn't know what I was doing. I was a journalist major, I told you about that. And it wasn't for me. College wasn't for me. My dream has always been to act and to model. And when I hit rock bottom, when I finally just was at my wit's end with what I was doing, I had a buddy of mine named Bryce France, and he asked me to do a photo shoot months prior. And I called him up one day, I said, you know what? Let's do that shoot. So I went and I did the shoot, saw the photos, and realized right at that moment that it was go time. I need to do this. Showed my mom, she's like, drop out of college, let's go. And then sent these photos into Ludlow Scout. Ludlow Scout signed me. Basically what happened was, I was supposed to go to this casting. So I show up to this casting, and they take me into this donut shop, and they got some guy in my ear. I don't know who it is. He won't shut up though, he won't leave me alone. And as I walk in, I see this camera to my right. I'm going, okay, what's going on here? And then we buy donuts. So I'm starving to death. I'm modeling at the time, so I'm like, screw it, I'll eat a donut. I'm working today, I'll celebrate. And Tiffany Hardish comes in. I think that's how you say her last name. She's just a big celebrity. She comes in, I kind of noticed her face. She's like, have you seen this car? And it's this car, this ridiculous car that says bad bitch on the back of it with these big wheels. She goes, have you seen this? And I go, no, but there's cops everywhere. Why are you talking to me? What the hell? There's a cop right there. And this guy next to me, he's saying all this kind of horrible stuff, and I'm just like, okay. Anyway, she runs out the door, and I guess what they were trying to do was, they had all these cameras on me. They were trying to get me to look at the car, because she rips the door off and then speeds off. I don't even see it. I'm eating the donut. And she drives off, and then next thing you know, there's 15 cameras come out, and they're like, oh, we got you. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But the cool part, this is the best part of the story. I didn't know really what exactly this was at first. I didn't know that one of my other model actor friends was actually set up as well. I didn't know it was a big deal. I didn't know it was a movie. So I'm sitting there, I'm watching Child's Play, the Chucky remake. And I go to the movies by myself because I really enjoy just going, and I see movies differently than other people do. I'm actually in it. And I'm sitting there watching it, and this preview comes on, and I see me walk across the screen. I go, God, this is a fucking movie? Are you kidding me? I remember I could not watch a second of Chucky or whatever. And I remember for 2 years the movie never came out. I never know what exactly, how they were gonna because with me, with modeling, you try to look great in these photos. I didn't know what angle they got. I didn't know how my voice would sound. And then boom, it comes out. It's been probably the biggest exposure besides Dead Silent. So, hell, it was a cool experience. It had to be Dead Silent. That's the one. Everyone's gonna talk about Bad Trip for a while because it's cool, it's a big movie, it's great credit. The actual artistic form, getting into character has to be Dead Silent. It was right before COVID, thank God we got it out in time. It was my big role. And I remember looking across the street, and there was my car, it was an El Camino. And they had police lines lined across, tape. And I was like, that's for me. He's like, you can't go there, but I can. I'm the lead actor. I get to walk over there. And like, that's an actor moment, you know, like that, you wait for that for a long time, you know? So that was probably the best moment, for sure, 100%. Oh man, it was tough. And I think it's been tough on a lot of actors as well. Again, when it first happened, my agent messaged me and said, you know, we're not going to, there's nothing there right now. It's shut down. The industry's shut down, which was devastating for me because I'm addicted to this. I'm addicted to the work. I love what I do. If I don't do things I'm not passionate about, I don't care what you pay. I love film, and it devastated me, sitting and waiting for it to come back. And I'm still waiting really to get back to where it was at, because right before COVID, I had just hit my first national television role. What I tried to do during that period was to go back to modeling a little bit, because we could still go outside and do photo shoots. So I created these things called series. So I give the series a name. I think my first one was called So Far Away, and it was about my best friend dying. And it's just me, you know, floating in the thing, but it had purpose to it. I like to, every art piece I make, or every modeling shoot I do, I want it to have meaning behind it. I don't want it to just be, oh, it's a pretty picture. I want there to be a story with any kind of thing I create. I kept doing that to inspire other, you know, actors out there to continue. Hey, let's keep grinding. It'll come back. Let's be patient. You know, this is just a hard time for everybody. So yeah, how did it affect? And the industry is slowly. I can see it slowly coming back. Ooh, that's a good one. The Hunt. I think it's called The Hunt. That or Kong, because I love what happened with Kong, because I heard it like broke some records out in China, which is great for the box office, because I don't want to lose the theater.
Time for a TikTok acting challenge.
TikTok acting challenge, have you done one?
Oh my God, dude. Is it gonna go on TikTok?
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Dude, no! Why?
We'll get you actually doing it in the camera, but for now, this is the one.
You're the orange line, and let's go. You promised me you were done.
I know I screwed up, okay? It's just, are you mad at me?
Am I mad at you? No! I'm scared for you. I am terrified that I'm gonna wake up one morning and you're not gonna be here anymore.
I'm sorry, it's just, this is the only thing that makes me feel something. And I'm so sick and tired of not feeling anything anymore. Progressing really fast compared to, I think people will really latch onto this when LA comes out. I'm very confident in this song. I'm very confident with my lyric writing, and I'm becoming more confident with my voice. I'm stretching it, and I'm learning more and more about it through my peers that have been in it longer. I don't enunciate. If you can tell, I talk really fast. So when I go into the chorus and we have to yell and whatnot, it's just one big "Rah!" And we're trying to I'm slowing it down and I'm piecing it together. And I'm learning things that I didn't know vocalists needed to know. I find myself like walking down the sidewalk and just singing the songs I've written, because I'm very confident in what's gonna happen here. How do I see it in a year? I see us having an album, 150,000%. And it's gonna be titled Trophy Boy Poems. I have no fear when it comes to this kind of stuff, because people are like, oh, you're doing music now, you're doing modeling now, you're doing acting now, and any of those you're gonna have people that are gonna doubt. But I know one thing: if you work at something and you practice and practice and practice and you truly love it and you don't stop, you can do it. Like right now is a perfect example. Him coming on the spot with a TikTok video. I'm not a big TikToker, and I know what TikTok can do to you. It can blow you up, good or bad. And I had fear when he presented that. But the thing is with me is I'm not gonna be like, oh, can we just not do this? It's a challenge. And every challenge that you enter, you need to finish it, because when you're done, whether it was good or bad, whether you did a good job, bad job, and usually it can be a bad job, but it's at least it's progress. It's a movement forward. I have a lot of people that come to me for advice, and I'm always like, there is no yellow brick road. Stop asking for a path. Quit asking for the magic answer that I can't give you, because you're going into the creative field and people want to see something new. So if you're asking me for my advice, How are you gonna create something new? So I always tell this to people, and it's, take a sledgehammer to the yellow brick road. Find your path. Like with acting, I started doing background work. I submitted to every agency. I did whatever I could to show people, hey, I'm an actor. But the first thing I had to do was I had to put it out there. Just like with the music now, I did the same thing with the acting and modeling. I said, I wanna be a model. Where's your pictures? I don't have them yet, but I got a photo shoot tomorrow. Every day, make a step. Even if they're small. There is no jumping through the hoop and there you are, you made it. You just have to keep going. Don't listen to anybody. If it's in your heart, I don't care who you are or what you look like or what you sound like or where you've been or what you've done, just do. That's it, Nike, do it. And it manifests itself. It really does, it manifests itself. As long as you believe it. Because if you don't believe it, no one else is. Guarantee that, man. Well, of course acting's always in the air because auditions are daily, which is always a good thing. So you never know what role's coming up. Songwriting is definitely going to be prominent. More screenplays and a location change.
Tell me a bit more about that.
I need to find more people like myself. And past couple months I've been searching and traveling and I think I found it, so.
Where's the next location?
I'm not 100%, okay, LA, yeah, 100%.
What's waiting for you there?
Music and I believe roles that fit me. As much as I love Atlanta, I just haven't been receiving what I see myself doing. And not just that, I believe that there's things there that I need. But there's also things in LA I need. And there's also things in New York I need. So I'm expanding. How long will I be in LA? I don't know. When am I going to New York? I don't know. But I do know that I have to move because the first 6 years of my career were very stagnant in one spot. And it's time to put the pedal to the floor and show people what I got.
Wonderful. Can't wait to see this next chapter in your life. Thanks for stopping by the studio, sharing your story.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you guys.
Thanks so much.
This is Stephen Michael Quinn Jr. I want to thank Clark Street Collective for taking me on and giving me a Q&A. Check these guys out. They're amazing. I love this whole setup. And check me out at Stephen Michael Quinn Jr. and www.stephenmquinn.com.
Yeah.